We shall now take a look at a flow chart to find out whether a given input year is a leap year or not. If you remember the discussion about the leap year in the algorithms, you need to understand that not every year divisible by 4 is a leap year. There's a reason for that. Every year we have about 6 hours extra in a day. It is not exactly equal to 6, it is a little less than 6. So every 4 years we add 1 day to treat it as a leap year. But if you listen carefully to what I said, it is not exactly equal to 6 years. It is slightly less than 6 years. So we are actually doing a wrong or over adding of leap years. In order to avoid this particular problem, we treat a century year as a leap year only if the century year on division by 400, the remainder happens to be 0. So year like 1600, 1200, 2000 are leap years. But years like 1700, 1800, 1900, 2100 are not leap years. So if it is a century year, the year should be divisible by both. It should be divisible only by 400. If it is divisible by only 100 and not by 400, then it's not a leap year. For every other non-century year, divisibility by 4 is enough, and that is enough to let us know whether it's a leap year or not. So let's first try to take a look at this flowchart. Then we can go about trying to understand it a little better by taking a series of examples. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to say start. All right. There's only one value I need for this. I need to read the year. So I'm going to say input year. Okay. Here is the value a user is going to enter. Once the user enters the year, then what I can do is I need to check first whether it is a century year and divisible by 400. So what I'm going to do here is year mod 400 equal to 0. This can be true or this can be false. If it is true, great. I'm straight away saying print. It's a leap. I'm just abbreviating short form for lack of space. I'm saying print leap. All right, let's leave this hanging for now. We'll connect it at a later point of time. Now, if again it's a century year, but not divisible by 400, years like 1700, 1800, then it's not a leap year. So what I say is year mod 100 is equal to 0. That means this is a century year, but it is not divisible by 400. It is divisible by only 100. This is false or no. This is true or yes. In this case, I am very clear. This fellow is not a leap year. So I'm going to say not leap. Okay. I'm saying not leap. All right. Let me change the pen. It's a little lighting a little lighter. So print not leap. I'm leaving this hanging again. Then I come here. Now it is very simple. Once I have processed the century years, I just need to check is year, again one more pen is giving a bit of problem. So let's find something which writes a little better. Okay, here I have one. So is year mod 4 equal to 0? Okay, is year mod 4 equal to 0? This can be false, this can be true. If the year is a non-century year and it is divisible by 4, I can straight away say print leap. All right. And then this is an easy case. This is definitely not a leap year. Not leap. All right. So I do it like this. And then I can come here and I can do a stop. All right. Now let me see what I do with this hanging fellows. I just connect him here. I connect him here. I connect him here. I draw a line like this and I bring him here. I'll explain how this works by taking certain test data. All right. Once I take test data, this is really easy to understand. So this is your flowchart to find out whether it's a leap year or not. Let's try to evaluate the working of this particular flowchart through certain test data or trying to run certain tests. So first what we shall do is, in one column we shall have the year, and in other column whether it's a leap or not, that question. So let's start with a very simple case. Let's start with the year 2020. 2020. Okay, if you take 400, 2020, and you try to divide it by 400, so what happens? The remainder happens to be 20. Remainder is 0 is false. Now 2020 divided by 100, again the remainder is 20. So this also is false or no. This is yes or true. This is true or yes. This is false or no. So again, when I try to divide 2020 by 100, the remainder is again 20. So this condition fails. Now, is 2020 divided by 4, the remainder is 0? Yes, the remainder is 0. Okay, so what is going to happen is, it is going to print leap. So 2020 is an example of leap year because it is 405 into 4. Okay, 505 into 4 is going to give you 2020. So 2020 is divisible by 4. It's a non-century year and it works perfectly. Do not try to change the order of these decision boxes. If you change the order, the logic is going to go wrong and you're going to get the wrong output. Let us take the year 1700. 1700 divided by 400, the remainder is 100. So this condition is false. I come here. 1700 mod 100, the remainder is 0. This condition is true. But 1700 is not a leap year, which is correct. Because if it is a century year, it should be divisible by 400 and the remainder should be 0. Now let's take a year like 2000. 2000 mod 400, remainder is 0. So straight away it prints leap year. Let's take a year like 2022. Alright. 2022 mod 400, the remainder is 22. So this condition fails. 2022 mod 100, remainder is again 22. This condition is again false. 2022 mod 4, remainder happens to be 2. So this condition is false and it's going to print not a leap year. So just try to do the logic like this. Take a table, write down the numbers and test it out. That is the only way to understand whether your logic is correct or wrong. Do not assume that once you have drawn your flowchart, your logic is right. You need to draw a table, go step by step to figure out whether there are any errors in the logic.